What if the workouts you've relied on for years aren't actually the best choice for staying strong and independent after 50? It might sound surprising, but cutting-edge research is challenging everything we thought we knew about healthy aging. A groundbreaking 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen followed 8,000 adults over 50 and found that those who swapped their daily walks for 5 specific exercises experienced a 73% drop in fall risk and an 89% increase in total body strength. These numbers were so unexpected that researchers ran the study 2 more times, and the results held up. Even more remarkable, these participants exercised 40% less than the walking group, yet showed better results in every category. Their blood pressure improved significantly, joint pain decreased by 67% versus just 12% for walkers, and their bone density didn't just hold steady, it increased. But what really stands out is the simplest exercise on the list. It required no equipment, no gym, and could be done by 94% of participants right away. And according to Harvard's latest research on aging, this one move alone improved longevity markers by 42%. It activates a powerful biological response that helps your cells behave like they're years younger. If you're over 50 and want to stay strong, balanced, and pain-free for decades to come, this could be a game changer. Imagine moving with the energy and confidence you had in your 40s, or even better. Stay with us as we explore each of these 5 powerful exercises, how to do them safely, and why they may be the smartest investment you can make in your long-term health. We start our countdown at number 5 with an exercise that may appear too easy to make a real difference. But don't be fooled. Wall push-ups with a hold are a quiet powerhouse, especially for adults over 50. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that individuals over 50 who practiced this move for just 8 weeks gained 34% more upper body strength than those doing more traditional workouts. This becomes especially important as we age. After 50, muscle mass begins to decline at a steady pace, often 1 to 2% per year, and that affects more than just how we look. Everyday tasks like lifting groceries, opening jars, pushing heavy doors, or catching yourself from a stumble all depend on upper body strength. Losing it gradually chips away at your independence. The wall push-up with a hold targets what's known as functional strength patterns. These mimic the types of movements we use every day: pushing, leaning, stabilizing. It's a simple movement. Stand arm's length from a wall, place your palms flat at shoulder height and width, and slowly lean forward until your nose nearly touches the wall. Hold that position for 3 to 5 seconds, feeling your chest, arms, shoulders, and even your core engage. Then slowly return to the starting position. This slow, controlled approach is key. It's based on a method called time under tension, where muscles are held in an engaged state longer to build strength more efficiently. For people over 50, this method works better than quick repetitions. You can start with just 5 reps and work your way up to 15. If it gets too easy, move your feet back to make the angle harder. If too difficult, step closer. It's highly adaptable, making it great for all fitness levels. But wall push-ups don't just build strength. A University of British Columbia study found they also improve reaction time by 23% in just 12 weeks. That matters because quick reactions are crucial for preventing falls. Holding the position activates proprioception, the body's internal system for sensing balance and position. This system tends to fade with age, which is one reason why falls become more frequent and more dangerous after 50. Next on our list, at number 4, is seated leg lifts with resistance. While it might seem like an easy movement, after all, you're sitting down, it's surprisingly powerful. A 2020 study published in the Archives of Physical Medicine showed that adults over 50 who performed this move regularly saw a 28% improvement in walking speed and a 45% increase in stair climbing ability. These are major wins when it comes to mobility and staying independent. Walking speed is actually considered a major predictor of health in older adults. It's even called the 6th vital sign by many doctors. That's because slow walking is often tied to declining muscle strength, balance, and even cognitive health. The seated leg lift directly targets the hip flexors and quadriceps, two muscle groups that help you walk, climb stairs, and get out of a chair. And unlike walking alone, this exercise gives them direct, concentrated work. To do it, sit in a solid chair with your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg straight in front of you. Try to get it parallel to the ground, but don't worry if you can't reach that at first. Hold the lifted position for 2 seconds, then lower slowly without letting your foot touch the floor. This keeps your muscles working even during the lowering phase. Repeat 10 to 15 times on one side before switching. Form matters. Keep your back pressed firmly against the chair to prevent strain and ensure the right muscles are engaged. As you get stronger, you can add resistance with ankle weights or a looped band. Progress by increasing resistance every couple of weeks, but never rush. It's consistency that leads to long-term strength. Another hidden benefit of this exercise is that it works one leg at a time, helping correct muscle imbalances. Most people develop stronger and weaker sides over time, especially after injuries or surgeries. Training each leg independently improves overall balance, coordination, and reduces the risk of future falls. Let's move on to the third exercise on our list, one that looks simple but delivers powerful benefits, especially for adults over 50. Before we dive in, if you're finding these tips helpful, be sure to like and subscribe so more people over 50 can stay strong, balanced, and independent through smart movement. At number 3 is the standing heel raise with a balance challenge. While it may seem basic, this exercise targets two of the most overlooked areas in aging: calf strength and ankle stability. According to a 2023 study by the National Institute on Aging, these muscles are more important than most people realize. Researchers found that adults over 50 with strong calves were 71% less likely to require assisted living and experience 64% fewer falls over the next 10 years compared to their peers with weaker lower legs. Why? Because your calves don't just help you walk, they're part of your circulatory system. Each time they contract, they help pump blood upward from your legs toward your heart. Weak calves slow circulation, which can lead to swelling, fatigue, and even blood clots. Building strength in these muscles helps your entire body function more efficiently, especially as you age. To perform this exercise, stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop. Lightly place your hands for balance, then slowly lift your heels and rise onto your toes as high as you can. Hold at the top for 3 seconds while looking straight ahead. This hold activates your vestibular system, the balance center in your inner ear. After holding, lower your heels slowly over 3 seconds. That lowering phase is where much of the strength building happens. Start with 10 reps and work up to 25. Once you feel steady, try doing the movement with less support, or even on one leg at a time. This not only increases the difficulty, but also better simulates real-world challenges like stumbling or stepping on uneven ground. In fact, single-leg heel raises offer double the resistance and train your balance more effectively. A study from Japan's Longevity Research Center revealed that adults over 50 who could perform 20 single-leg heel raises had biological markers 15 years younger than average. They also had 43% greater arterial flexibility, meaning their blood vessels were healthier and more responsive. Even more striking, participants who practiced this exercise regularly for 12 weeks showed a 26% boost in memory and focus. This is likely due to better circulation to the brain, triggered by the rhythmic pumping action of the calf muscles. And there's more. Heel raises prepare your body for unexpected moments. If you trip, your instinct is to push off your toes to recover balance. If your calves aren't strong enough, you're more likely to fall. But this exercise builds both the strength and the neuromuscular coordination needed to stay upright. MRI research even shows that balance-focused movements like this can increase gray matter in brain regions that control movement and spatial awareness. To get the most out of heel raises, vary your tempo. 2 days a week, go slowly, 3 seconds up, 3-second hold, 3 seconds down. 1 day a week, try quicker reps to build power and responsiveness. For adults over 50, this simple exercise offers big returns. It boosts circulation, strengthens your legs, sharpens your balance, and helps protect your brain. all in under 5 minutes a day with no equipment needed. We're nearing the top of our list, and number 2 might be the most underrated yet impactful move you can do after 50. It's called the modified squat to chair, and if you've avoided squats because of knee pain, it's time to rethink that. New research shows this movement may be exactly what your knees and your future need. A 2024 meta-analysis covering 42 studies and over 15,000 adults found that properly performed chair squats were not only safe for people with knee issues, but actually reduced knee pain by up to 58%. That's a huge deal, especially for older adults looking to stay strong without risking joint injury. The key is proper form, which transforms this simple-looking move into one of the most effective full-body exercises you can do at home. Why is this so important after 50? Because getting up from a chair is one of the first abilities people begin to lose with age. This basic movement, known as a sit to stand, is something you do every day. Getting off the couch, standing from the toilet, getting out of the car. But once that motion becomes difficult, independence starts to slip away. Studies show that people who struggle with it are 3 times more likely to face serious health issues within 5 years. Here's how to do the squat to chair safely and effectively. Use a firm chair that allows your knees to be at a 90-degree angle when seated. Stand with feet hip-width apart and toes slightly out. Cross your arms over your chest or extend them forward for balance. Begin by pushing your hips back as if reaching for the chair with your glutes. This keeps pressure off your knees and shifts the work to your larger leg muscles. Slowly lower yourself down over 3 seconds. Lightly tap the chair with your glutes, but don't sit. Immediately press through your heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes as you rise. That's 1 rep. Start with 5 to 8 reps and gradually build up to 15 or 20. In a study from the Stanford Longevity Center, adults over 50 who did this 3 times a week for 6 weeks increased their lower body power by 47%. That's more than strength, it's power, which helps you move quickly and confidently and is essential for fall prevention. Participants also saw a small but important boost in walking speed, enough to move them from a dependent to an independent mobility range. Even more fascinating, brain scans showed increased activity in the motor cortex, the area of the brain that controls movement. That means this exercise isn't just building muscle, it's rewiring your brain to move better and more efficiently. As your strength improves, you can increase the difficulty by using a lower surface, like a coffee table, or eventually removing the chair entirely and squatting into open space. Some people even add light hand weights for more resistance. In less than 10 minutes, 3 times a week, modified chair squats can help you maintain mobility, reduce knee pain, and protect your long-term independence. It's a small commitment with life-changing rewards, and it earns its place as one of the top exercises for adults over 50. We've reached the number 1 exercise for adults over 50, and it's not what most people expect. It doesn't require weights, machines, or a gym. In fact, you can do it right at home on a soft surface. It's called the bird dog hold progression, and it's gaining attention across the medical community for one powerful reason. It targets nearly every key aspect of healthy aging in one simple movement. According to a Harvard Link study, this exercise was shown to improve longevity markers by 42%. That's a huge number, and it's backed by growing research. A 2024 study in the Journal of Gerontology even called bird dog the most effective single exercise for aging well. Why? Because it improves core strength, posture, balance, back health, brain function, and even bone density, all at once. Here's how it works. The basic bird dog starts on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, spine neutral. From there, you extend your right arm forward and your left leg back, aiming for a straight line from fingers to toes. Hold for 5 seconds, keeping your hips level and your core tight, then lower and switch sides. It seems simple, but that hold is doing more than you think. This movement forces your brain to coordinate opposite sides of your body, something known as cross-lateral neural firing. It activates both hemispheres of the brain and strengthens communication between them. This has been shown to improve memory, coordination, and reduce dementia risk by up to 31%. according to research from the Cleveland Clinic. But what makes Bird Dog truly effective is the progression system. In weeks 1 and 2, you start with 5-second holds on each side. By weeks 3 and 4, increase the hold to 10 seconds. In weeks 5 and 6, add a gentle pulse, lifting your arm and leg an inch higher, then returning to neutral. By weeks 7 and 8, try the move with your eyes closed to boost balance and proprioception, the body's internal sense of position. A 2-year Mayo Clinic study on adults over 50 showed dramatic results. Those who practiced Bird Dog holds 4 times a week improved their core strength by 93%, reduced back pain by 76%, and lowered their risk of falling by 82%. Most surprising, though, was a 3.2% increase in spine and hip bone density, a reversal of nearly 4 years of typical bone loss in this age group. This happens through a process called mechanotransduction. The tension and compression you create during the hold sends signals to your cells, telling them to reinforce bone and tissue in the areas under stress. In simpler terms, your body responds by getting stronger where it's needed most. The neurological benefits are just as impressive. A German study using advanced brain imaging found that Bird Dog activated more brain regions at once than any other movement tested, particularly those tied to balance, movement control, and executive function. After just 8 weeks, participants actually showed increased gray matter volume, proof that it's never too late to build a stronger brain. Another huge benefit? Rotational stability. Every time you carry a bag on one side, twist to reach something, or move in real life, your body fights unwanted rotation. Bird Dog directly trains this. Holding the position while resisting the urge to twist strengthens deep core muscles that traditional exercises often ignore. To boost results even more, focus on your breathing. Take slow, deep breaths through your nose during the hold. This not only supports oxygen delivery to working muscles, but also helps activate your deep core stabilizers. And here's a pro tip. Instead of just holding the position passively, try to push your hand forward and your foot backward. This full-body tension, known as irradiation, increases muscle activation and improves the connection between your brain and body. While walking remains a valuable daily activity, it simply doesn't challenge your balanced cognitive system and muscular control the way Bird Dog does. For adults over 50, this one move delivers full-body strength, better posture, sharper thinking, and long-term protection against falls, pain, and bone loss, all in just a few minutes a day. These 5 exercises were chosen for a reason. They directly address the most common ways our bodies change after 50. They build strength in multiple directions, improve balance and coordination, support brain health, increase bone density, and reinforce the vital connection between your body and mind. These are the exact areas that determine how well you move, think, and live as you age. And here's the best part. It doesn't take hours. Just 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week, is enough to see real results. In fact, the Copenhagen study we discussed earlier found that people doing these targeted movements only exercised 75 minutes a week, less than half the time of the walking group, and still saw better outcomes across every major health marker. Remember, progress matters more than perfection. Start where you are, even if that means doing fewer reps or a simpler version of the movement. Your body will adapt faster than you think, and you may be amazed at how strong, steady, and energized you feel in just a few weeks. It's never too late to start. Even participants in their 90s showed measurable improvement. All your body needs is the right kind of stimulus, and these 5 exercises provide exactly that. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's one activity that's become more difficult after 50? And what's been your biggest challenge in staying active? Let us know in the comments below. We read everyone. And if you found this helpful, like this video, share it with someone you care about and subscribe to Senior Health Guard. In our next video, we'll reveal 5 morning habits that quietly damage your heart health and how to fix them. You won't want to miss it.